Oh no. Welcome everybody to Facebook Live. Take two. I'm Mike Lyon.
And I am Jen Barkin, aka Secret Stalker Cheetah.
So she got very creative with a costume. And yes, this is the Halloween edition. The director of fun. We couldn't do it without her. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, we're not gonna let great costumes like this go to waste. I mean, come on. Look at
Yeah.
this. This is
I mean, I don't
material.
even know. I don't even know what to say about this. One, like, what are you, Mike?
Dave, thank you. I'm David. I'm my own thing. David Pumpkins. For those of you who do not know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
just
explain.
Google David Pumpkins. It is Tom Hanks' beloved character on Saturday Night Live. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds long, and it'll be the best 4 minutes of your week. So that's who David Pumpkins is. I don't just have these suits laying around as much as you think I should, right? Okay, so we're going to keep this going. I know it hasn't even been 48 hours since Halloween. Jen's computer was possessed. Her Facebook account.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Was hacked.
Some weird. It was like my computer or Facebook or something was in the Matrix. I don't know, but it was Twilight Zone over here.
That's right.
And I was so bummed. I was over here like sweating, trying to figure this out so we could get this Facebook Live going. So technology is great until it isn't.
Until it's not.
Sometimes.
But that's okay. We're here back with you, and we've got some fun. We're talking about tricks and a treat, which we'll talk about here in a second. But how do you haunt your prospects in a good way, like friendly?
It's corny.
Yes, that's you could stop.
It's corny. I know.
It's Casper the Friendly Ghost haunting, not Poltergeist or the cheetah stalking her prospects. So Jen, though, what's the treat? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do something fun on this Facebook.
Well, we're giving away something. You'll have to wait and see. If you're the winner, obviously you'll find out what it is. But we've been seeing some pretty cool costumes floating around on Facebook and email. So if you dressed up, or if we'll count dogs. Mike said it was okay if we counted dogs, because they're people too. Right. So if you dressed up, if your dog dressed up, please post your pictures on this Facebook Live session, and we are going to have a virtual costume contest. You know how we love contests around here. So we're going to pick the best costume, and whoever wins will get a prize.
There you go. We love it. And you're getting some love from Jessica Locke there.
Oh, hey, Jessica.
All right. So let's get into it. And if you're here, say hi. Let us know what you think about Jen's cheetah's ears. Those are pretty great. So first thing, Jen, why don't you talk about your first trick, your trick for haunting?
Okay, trick. Remember, we're stalking people. We're stalking people, right? So I'm not sure if you guys know, or maybe are really utilizing this to its fullest, but some CRMs, particularly Lasso, I know, has when you put in a registrant and you put their email in, it integrates their social profile. Their social footprint is integrated into Lasso. Why? Like, how can you use this? Is it meant for you to go on there and then talk to them about what you saw on their social profile? No, that would be really weird. So don't do that. No. But a good way to use it is, looking at anything public that they have on there that kind of gives you a little glimpse or an insight as to, putting a face with a name of somebody that you're interacting with. The other thing I can remember, when I was an online salesperson and my on-site people really loved about this was, I'm setting an appointment for you for Mike Lyon to come out. Who's Mike Lyon? I want to put a face with a name. Is he creepy? Like, what's his deal? I'm going to assign this prospect over to them. My on-site would just take a quick look at the social profile, put a face with a name, and then they knew who they were expecting when the person was visiting. Like, oh, I see Mike Lyon coming up. I'm going to greet him. That's who it is. So that's one thing. The other thing that's super cool, and if you're not utilizing this, that you're missing out, is when your prospects are back on the website, getting that notification like, hey, my client is back visiting your website. What a great opportunity to pick up the phone and call my client who is now re-engaged, who's now back visiting your website. Do we want to pick up the phone and say, hey, Mike, it's Jen. I see you're on our website. Let's chat. No, again, that would be really weird. But I use this all the time and it works really well. I can remember, okay, picture this. It's Saturday. You're home vacuuming, right? This was me, home vacuuming. I get a beep beep on my phone. John Doe is back on the website. Oh, I have been trying to get in touch with John Doe for a month and he hasn't responded to anything that I've sent him. You know what? Let me pick up the phone, because that notification comes right there. You click right on it. You get his phone number. You don't have to go log in and do the whole thing. It's right there. I'm going to call him right now. I call him. He goes, oh my gosh, that's so weird. Because I was just looking at your emails. I went back on the website. I just have been swamped and didn't have a chance to get back to you. Oh my gosh, it's karma. Because I was thinking about you too and wanted to make sure all of your questions have been answered. Let's go ahead and set up an appointment for you to come on out. I know you're really interested in Happy Acres. Bam. Went out, wrote a contract. So great opportunity, guys, for you to put a face with a name, look at the social footprint, and pick up the phone and make a phone call. It's not stalking. You're not bothering them. They're back on your website. Like, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's the best time to get them.
That's a great point. Love it. Good trick. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried about it. Customers don't know what's going on. So it's all good. I love that trick.
What else about that though too, Mike?
I think even leverage, a tool like video email, anything where that's getting you notifications, like when someone watches your video, that's another great time, later that day, or even, within a couple minutes, calling them up because they are engaged. They just saw your message, they have seen an email that you sent and it's top of mind. So anytime it's top of mind, you pick up that phone and you start calling that prospects. Little trick that can help getting their attention, in a busy, distracted world, especially if they're out trick-or-treating, right? Doing that kind of stuff. Okay. We need to see some pictures, folks. Just so you know, the treat on this is we're doing the virtual costume contest. So post those pictures. My trick is, how can you be like an 11th level wizard, right? And use some tools to make your life easier. So 2 tools for you that I'll give you, 2 tricks. We're gonna give us. Thank you, Donna. She says we look awesome. Okay, we're doing our best.
Thanks, Donna.
Yeah, we try.
Thanks, Summer.
So here's what we use. BombBomb is a video email tool we've talked about, and another tool called Loom. Write that down, Loom. These are 2 tools that will allow you to record the screen both with and without your face showing. So for customers and prospects, this is a way to demonstrate and show something on your website, floor plans, specific details that may need a little bit more explaining, and you can talk and do some voiceover and send them a quick video that they can watch. It's an interactive tool. The same goes for Loom, and Loom is a free tool that allows you to do this on any screen. So it's an awesome way to give another piece of content, highly customized and done very quick to your customers. So 2 tricks right there just with that tool, but also we leverage it and we see other folks leverage it. How many of you out there are responsible for training your sales team or working with other people on a CRM or giving them some kind of information or answering quick questions on how to use your CRM? Use Loom or use BombBomb. Instead of getting on the phone trying to explain it, doing screenshots, it allows you to record your screen and send this information off to them, and it saves you so much.
Oh my gosh. Preach, Mike. It saves you so much time.
You use it all the time, don't you?
I use it all the time. You can actually save make like a training library, name it. This is how to create an email template or whatever, so that you have it, there. And what a great I love that, Mike, about, how using it with your prospects too. Like, what a great way to just have a reason to follow up with somebody. Hey, when to show you this on our website.
Yep.
Do a quick little video. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Okay. What about you, Jen? What's your trick?
Okay. So does anybody out there feel like you're constantly stalking your salespeople and maybe even marketing people, stalking them to find out what's going on in the communities? What's the latest thing in the communities? What's the inventory? Like, I'm trying to stay, in the know. And that can be really hard, especially when you're talking with prospects and you want to feel confident about what you're telling them. You want to feel confident about your answers. Is lot 3 still available? Well, last I checked it was, but I'm not 100% sure, right? So no more carrying around the binder full of inventory sheets or hot sheets or the latest and greatest, carrying around that binder. No more of that. You need to have a digital shared file, like either Dropbox or Google Drive, or I think you can do like shared note is what it's called in Microsoft, something like that.
OneNote, yeah.
OneNote, yeah. So what you need to do is have a hot sheet or one sheet of all the details about the community: location, hours, your salespeople's phone numbers, emails, HOA, fees, amenities that are included, and then list, here's the floor plans, here's the base pricing, here's current incentives. I mean, that's a wealth of knowledge. Here's the lots available. Here's when they're going to be ready. All of those things that you get questions on, that sometimes we get really insecure about giving wrong information. Like, ooh, I think this is right. Having that accessible on your phone. So when you are on the go and you're not in front of your computer, which happens, right? You feel confident. Yeah, let me check on that. You can pull up your Google Drive. You can pull up the community info sheet for Happy Acres and list it right there. The key is sharing it with your salesperson, your sales team, and having them update it. That's the kicker. Hey guys, I have filled this information out as best I can. I'm now sharing it with you. If you could fill in any pieces that are missing. And then once a month, you guys, hey, this is your business, right? Once a month, you need to maybe send them a little note and say, hey, can you update the community info sheet for Happy Acres just to keep it current? You might have to do that. But the key is, it updates in real time. So you should have a good idea about what's going on in your communities.
I love it. That's great advice. And it requires a little bit of encouraging and cajoling your salespeople, but it saves you a lot of time in the future and gives you that knowledge right at your fingertips.
Yes.
Great one. Love that. And for the final trick here, and hey, post your tricks too. If you got something good that you use, things that you love, put it in the comments. We always love to see it.
Hey, Frankie.
It's good to see it. Yep. Good to see you. And Summer there. Yes, she loves the bomb training videos. She is diligent with teaching her sales team. So I think that's great. All right. Final trick here for me.
Yes.
How many of you guys out there take calls when you're not in the office? Raise your hand. Jen, you get to raise your hand too, right? They're virtual. We got some virtual hand raises. I know I can't see you, but I know that we live our life on the go. Listen, that's our role in the online sales and the sales world. Our role is on demand. We need to be working with our customers, and we get this new call coming in, right? We get someone who's reaching out to us. And I know for many of you, you start to get a little bit stressed out. You're like, oh gosh, do I got to pull over?
Yes.
Do I need to write down notes? And what's happening? I'm not in front of my computer. What we always encourage you to do is relax. Why? Because if you're using a tool for phone tracking, which hopefully everybody is, if you're not, that'll be my present to you. Go sign up for a call tracking tool. We like to use a tool called CallRail. It records it. Right. And so if you're on the gun, moving and shaking, and you want to get this information later, you will have superhero recall powers. And you can just ask them for their number. Just, hey, is this the best number to reach you at? Great. What's your email address? Fantastic. I've got it here. And then you can go back and listen to that email. Usually those calls are delivered to your inbox. Or you can go log in. And it just takes all that stress away of worrying about stuff and scribbling it down. and allows you to hyper focus on that customer and just go back to the end of the call and listen to the last 3 minutes to get the information. But that tool is a lifesaver. I saw this in practice when I was out with a client and we're coming back from a meeting. They're on the phone and you could just see it in their face. They're all tense and they're like, you're trying to grab stuff. I'm just like, I went like this. I said, the call's recorded. And they're like, oh yeah, the call's recorded. Duh. Right. So superhero powers, and you focus on the customer.
You forget though. It's like you forget, but it's like your safety net. It's like your virtual tool, virtual assistant.
We see Robin there. Robin loves her notepad. So she's getting all the information, but the recorded calls on CallRail, they're a lifesaver. It's a great trick. And don't forget about that as you're going, all those calls coming in are being recorded. Oh, P.S. That means your signature number and your email. Anything that's going out, anything that has your number on it should be a recorded number, not your direct cell, right? Because that's not helpful if it's going to your cell phone. Just another little side trick there for you. So, all right. It's okay. It's Friday. It's Halloween week. I know we kind of risked this a little bit.
This is a little risky. Yeah. Because there's
little
Christmas decorations are already up.
I know. It's like Halloween's done. Clear the shelves. Yeah. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to see your pictures. If you've got any great pictures of your Halloween costume, we saw so many of you guys dressed up, look fantastic. I saw unicorns galore. I saw pets dressed up. Post them here. We'll pick someone as a treat here, and we'll send out a prize your way. And if you have any questions for us, don't hesitate to reach out at doyouconvert.com. We always love streaming in live with you. We're glad Jen's computer is safe and sound.
Woo! I don't have to sweat over here anymore.
No more sweating. She wins for the creativity on the costume. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you soon.
See you later, guys.